We've all been hurt by someone at some point, whether it's a friend, a family member, or a coworker. Why does it hurt so much? A person you loved has the ability to affect you deeply at your core, shaking your self-esteem and challenging your thoughts about the meaning of life. Simply telling to focus on something else doesn't really help. That kind of advice is more of a quick fix than a real solution. Dealing with someone who has hurt you is a completely different journey. Let's explore this journey together, step by step. As Louis C.K. said, when someone says you've hurt them, you don't get to decide you haven't. The first tip for moving on from someone who hurt you is to express your feelings to them. Let them know how deeply you've been hurt and what they did or didn't do that affected you so severely. Share your perspective not to seek sympathy, but to ensure you're heard and that they understand the extent of their impact on you. Be open and honest about your pain, confusion, and anger, but avoid threats, offensive language, or rash messages. Stop seeking an apology. If you're waiting for a sincere apology from someone who hurt you, you might end up waiting forever. Don't depend on someone else's actions for your own emotional well-being. They might never apologize, and even if they do, it probably won't fix how you feel. They have their own life, and you can't wait for them to suddenly understand and make things right. Even if they do apologize, it won't erase the hurt. So, stop expecting an apology. Allow yourself to experience all your emotions. When we're hurt, we often try to ignore our feelings, act like everything is fine, and put on a fake smile. Don't do that. It's self-destructive. It's as if you're telling yourself, I need to be happy. I need to be normal and okay. When you feel terrible or want to scream, don't push those feelings away or turn to quick fixes like drugs, sex, food, or overworking. Feeling pain and confusion doesn't mean you're unworthy or weak. Let yourself express these emotions, whether by screaming in the woods or hitting a pillow. Your feelings are valid, and you are worthy. Talk to someone who understands. Hearing that you're worthy and that your pain is real is helpful, but having a one-on-one conversation with someone who truly gets it can make a bigger difference. Face your past, but don't dwell on it. You need to acknowledge what happened, but don't get stuck in it. Remember, it's over. Focusing on it will only make the pain worse. Your past doesn't determine your future. You're constantly changing, and who you were before doesn't have to be who you are going forward. The past has lessons to offer, but you have the power to start moving on from it in meaningful ways. Forgive yourself for your mistakes. Whatever led to your heartbreak, you probably made some mistakes too. You might not even realize them, or you might be too hard on yourself. It's important to forgive yourself for not being perfect. None of us are perfect, and striving for perfection can actually be harmful. If someone hurt you badly, it's important to understand why it happened, so you can avoid similar situations in the future and be better prepared. Forgive yourself for any mistakes you made and learn from them. Stop blaming yourself entirely for what went wrong. You may have played a part, but you weren't solely responsible. Accepting this will help you feel better and move on more effectively. Avoid the victim mindset. This is when you see yourself as just a helpless victim of everything that's gone wrong. You might truly have been wronged, but focusing too much on being a victim can trap you in a cycle of negativity and make things worse. See things as they really are. When we're hurt, we often idealize the person who hurt us, making the past seem much better than it was, like we're watching a romantic movie. We remember the past as perfect, while now everything seems dull and disappointing. But was the time with this person really that great? Remember the times they disrespected, misunderstood, or ignored you. Try to think about their actions in the worst possible way, even if it might not be true. Sometimes we end up hurt because we've built up someone into an ideal that doesn't match who they really are. Find your own balance in life. It's important to center yourself after being hurt by someone you care about. Even though it might seem like there's no upside to this pain, there is actually an opportunity in this tough experience. This opportunity is a chance to understand yourself better and discover a new approach to finding love. Society and our own desires often give us unrealistic ideas about love, making us chase it in the wrong way. This can lead to self-sabotage or achieving what we want, only to end up with something disappointing or painful. Handle uncertainty. One of the toughest parts of getting over someone who hurt you is dealing with not knowing what comes next. It's like hiking into a dense forest without a map, not knowing how long the trail is or when you'll find your way out. The truth is, we face uncertainty every day in many ways. We don't know when we'll die or if our partner might leave us. To manage uncertainty after heartbreak, try to imagine that you can see the future. Picture yourself meeting the love of your life in a year. Believe that all this pain and struggle will be worth it in the end. Treat this belief as if it's a fact, as certain as the sunrise each morning. Then live your life with that belief in mind. I'm serious about this. Focus on what you can actually measure. Being overly concerned with being a good person or having pure intentions can be a trap. Instead, concentrate on things you can track. Your health, your work, your savings, your mindset. Make new friends and connections instead. While some people might suggest jumping back into dating, this often leads to rebounds and more hurt. Instead, put love aside for now and focus on building new friendships. Try to meet people through work, hobbies, or other activities. Leave revenge to time and life. After being hurt by someone, you might feel a strong urge for revenge, even if you still care about them. But here's why you should avoid this. Revenge and hatred won't make you feel better. They will only ruin the positive things you once had with that person. Trying to get back at someone will harm your own self-respect, confidence, and self-esteem. Let life and time handle the consequences. Eventually, life will catch up with everyone. If this person mistreated you, they will face their own consequences. If they never realize their mistakes, you will eventually see that you deserve better and that they were not worthy of your time and affection. Focus on becoming the best version of yourself. By doing this, you show that you won't let others' negativity hold you back. Celebrate every achievement, no matter how small. Each step forward is a victory. This is about proving to yourself that you're stronger than the pain others caused. It's not about showing them anything, but about demonstrating to yourself that you can rise above it. It's easy to advise someone on how to handle being hurt, but I know the pain is real and challenging. The suffering won't just disappear on its own, and you can't wait for the pain to go away before starting to move forward. You need to take action and let your feelings process over time. Focus on improving your life and yourself. Don't wait until you feel better to start making changes. Healing will come with time, or it might not. But you'll stop being a victim and start defining your own worth through a purposeful life. Rebuilding your life and self-worth after being hurt is tough. But remember, you can do this. You will do this. And if it were easy, everyone would already be doing it. Thank you for watching and take care.